Assalamu alaikum students. We continue our next part of our topic, that was classification of bacteria. Now students, today we will be discussing classification from another perspective. On the basis of gram staining, the bacteria can be divided into two main categories. Those bacteria which are readily gram stained and those which are not readily gram stained. Students, keep one thing in mind, that here readily gram staining means those bacteria which show immediate result during the process of gram staining. One category. And number two, bacteria which show late responses in the gram staining procedure. Okay, now bacteria which show readily gram stain response, gram positive cocci. In gram positive cocci we have staphylococci, we have streptococci, and we have enterococci. These three broad categories, they belong to gram positive cocci. Now, gram negative cocci, students. Gram negative cocci. G student. This includes Neisseria. Neisseria bacteria, gram negative cocci. Now, third one, gram positive rods. Students, this includes Corynebacterium, Listeria monocytogenes, Bacillus, and Clostridium. Nocardia. Okay students, gram positive rods, they include Corynebacterium diphtheria, one of the example, Corynebacterium fem species, Listeria species, Bacillus, Clostridium, and Nocardia. Okay, these are gram positive rods. Now students, we come to gram negative rods. Here the case is slightly complicated. Gram negative rods. Students, gram negative rods can be divided into further categories. Means gram negative rods which are related to the enteric tract. Okay, those gram negative bacteria which are related to the gastrointestinal tract. For example, E. coli, Salmonella, Shigella, Klebsiella, Campylobacter. These are some of the examples of gram negative rods which are concerned with gastrointestinal tract or enteric tract. Number second classification of gram negative rods which are associated with respiratory tract infections. Respiratory tract. Haemophilus bacteria, most important. Legionella, Bordetella, okay students, and now the third variety of gram negative rods, they are called zoonotic bacteria, students. Zoonotic bacteria. Which are zoonotic bacteria? Zoonotic bacteria are those bacteria which come from animal source and they cause disease in humans. Brucella. In humans, they cause disease called brucellosis. Pasteurella and Yersinia. Okay, students, these are three important zoonotic bacteria. I repeat, zoonotic bacteria are those bacteria which come from animal source but they cause infections in the human beings. Okay, gram-negative rods, I repeat, we have studied three categories of gram-negative rods. Gram-negative rods causing infections in the enteric tract. Gram-negative rods causing infections in the respiratory tract. And number third, zoonotic bacteria. Now students, we move to another variety, bacteria which are not readily gram-stained. Bacteria which are not readily gram-stained, or we can say that these are the bacteria which show very slow response, very sluggish response in the gram staining technique. Okay, now students, these bacterial class is further divided into different species. Mycobacterium species, Mycobacterium species because they are wall-less bacteria. Mycoplasma species, okay students, they are also having without cell wall, no cell wall. Okay, number third one, Treponema and Leptospira. Okay students, Treponema and Leptospira, these are actually spirochetes. These are spirochetes and they appear with very difficulty. They are very thin and they are very difficultly seen in the process of gram staining. And last one, chlamydia. Chlamydia plus rickettsia. Okay students, chlamydia and rickettsia, these are stained with Ginza staining. Okay students, chlamydia and rickettsia, they are best seen under Ginza staining and they are very in lazy response during the process of gram staining. I repeat, bacteria which do not show readily response in gram staining. Mycobacterium species, Mycobacterium tuberculosis, it's an acid-fast bacteria. Mycoplasma species, it also has no cell wall like Mycobacterium. Treponema plus Leptospira, these two bacteria are spirochetes. And last one, chlamydia plus rickettsia. These two bacteria, they are well stained with Ginza stain. Okay students, this was another classification of clinically important bacteria. The Levinson says clinically important bacteria. Now students, there are certain biochemical properties on the basis of which bacteria can be identified. I have yesterday told you that there is a slight difference in identification and classification. Anyhow, you must know the identification of bacteria also, and we will discuss this identification biochemical reactions later in our lectures. Students, catalase test. This biochemical test, it differentiates those bacteria which produce the enzyme catalase and those which do not produce the enzyme catalase. Catalase positive bacteria, Staphylococcus, Listeria, Corynebacterium, okay, Nocardia. Students, these are catalase positive bacteria. Most important catalase bacteria, Enterobacteriaceae. Students, Enterobacteriaceae are those bacteria which are related with infections of the gastrointestinal tract. And most important are E. coli bacteria, Salmonella, Shigella, Aspergillus, okay, E. coli, Salmonella, Shigella, Proteus. These are included in Enterobacteriaceae. Pseudomonas, now catalase negative bacteria. Streptococcus bacteria, Enterococcus bacteria. Okay, student, these are catalase negative bacteria. I repeat, catalase positive bacteria, these are those bacteria which produce an enzyme called catalase. Number 1, Staphylococcus, Listeria, Corynebacterium, Nocardia, and Enterobacteriaceae bacteria. Enterobacteriaceae includes E. coli, Salmonella, Shigella, Proteus bacteria, Pseudomonas. And now catalase negative bacteria, students, it includes Streptococcus, Enterococcus. Now, second biochemical reaction which helps us for the identification of bacteria, coagulase test. Coagulase test. Students, coagulase test positive bacteria, Staph aureus. Staph aureus bacteria. And coagulase negative, Staph epidermidis and Staph saprophyticus. Okay, students, actually coagulase test, it is used to distinguish classes of Staphylococcus bacteria. These three are varieties of Staphylococcus bacteria, and those Staphylococcus bacteria which show coagulase test positive, that is, which releases coagulase, which causes coagulation, this is Staph aureus bacteria. And those which are coagulase negative, they are other varieties of Staphylococcus, that is Epidermidis and Saprophyticus. These all three are varieties of Staphylococcus bacteria, and we can differentiate them with the help of coagulase test. Okay, students? Now, another is oxidase test. Oxidase test. Oxidase test positive bacteria, Pseudomonas. Pseudomonas bacteria. And oxidase test negative, E. coli bacteria. Okay, students? Now, indole test. Indole test. Indole test positive bacteria, E. coli bacteria. Indole test negative bacteria, Klebsiella pneumonia. Okay, students? So I have discussed with you the important biochemical tests which help us in the identification of bacteria. For further details of biochemical reactions, please continue watching my video lectures, and inshallah you will be getting benefit from them. Thank you, students. Allah Hafiz.